Well, beloved dub motherfuckers, what's going on, everyone? It is I, everybody's favorite jack of all trades with the foul mouth, Commodore Urban, and welcome back to part 3. Yeah, this would be part 3 to my build of a full-scale series replica of Hercules from the classic television series TUGS. Now, if you guys remembered, in part 2, we had finished up the fucking hull of Hercules, which that was an absolute fucking nightmare. Especially his ass end was a nightmare to shape. And I'm glad we got that shit done. And before I begin with this segment of the build, I just want to give a big shout out to everybody for watching. And also to Master Lemons. If you are watching this, Lemmy, you were the inspiration behind this. Because like I said in the introduction to the build, I drew these plans for Hercules back in 2016. And I'm just starting to build him now. So, because watching your videos, I got inspired to finally build the big guy himself. So, the next fucking section that we're dealing with is his superstructure. And there's a lot of shit going on the superstructure. You have the doors. There's multiple doors. There's 5 doors on each side. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 13, 16 portholes, because there's 2 portholes up front, 2 in the back, because there's the front and there's the back view. And of course you have 3 different pipes, 3 vent pipes along the sides. You have some little tidbits of mechanical shit under here on both sides. And you also have a I'm guessing it's a hose box that is on the starboard side of Hercules. Now there is also 2 deck hydrants, port and starboard, in this location here, but they will be dealt with later with deck equipment and fitting parts like fittings. What we're dealing with is the main part of the deck, along with the doors, the hinges, the door handles, the portholes, the vents, and also the 2 supports that are on the back end of the superstructure of Hercules. And here is the end result. Here it is. Now I want to explain to you how I built it and what everything is. Basically what I did is I did the top deck first. I figured out the top deck of Hercules. Now, let me get the big guy's hull, and we'll put this over here, and we'll use that to fucking explain as we go along here. So what I did is I made the piece, and I set it up on the deck where it was going to sit. And once I done that shit, I figured out how fucking high his superstructure had to be. So, and I took, it's actually 2 really long ass fucking strips of cardboard, and I cut them out, and I started from here. Wrapped the front of the motherfucker, as you can see here, went down the side, went around to the back half, and then went all the way around again until I made it here. And I put the 2 fucking halves together, put a piece of cardboard here to blend it, and then I started to work on stiffening the insides. I stuck 3 interior stiffeners here. I stuck 2 here, 2 smaller ones here, and 3 here. And if you're wondering what this tube is for, on the deck, that is a fucking surprise. I will be showing you guys later what that's going to be for. But you can see I also cut into the deck, and I gutted out a layer of the corrugated shit, because this is where the funnel is going to go, and these are where his 2 big cowl vents are going to go. And you can see there's holes in the deck for, you know, railings, the mast, the fucking davits for the boats, and other shit. Now, the portholes, the way I fucking made the portholes are pieces of cardboard that I drew, and I cut the centers out of all of them. And I did 16 of them. 2 of them here. There are 6 per side, and 2 more in the fucking back end. And also the corrugated shit that was showing on this top piece, I took a thin strip of cardstock and I covered it all the way around, because later that's going to be white. There's some of the mechanical parts of Hercules, some of like the, you know, fittings. And of course there's the hose box that was on the starboard side, more fittings, and there's a couple of supports underneath his underneath this overhang of his the front. And the doors, they're made out of the same fucking shit as the porthole, that sheet cardboard from a fruit snack box. I made 10 of these motherfuckers all together, glued them on, and then I glued them into place. Then I glued the portholes all on, and then I did all the little door handles and fucking door hinges out of the same shit and glued them on. Now the vent pipes are actually made from chicken on a sticks from the fucking Chinese restaurant. I fucking took them home, washed the motherfuckers off, added some thin cardboard for the some of the support piping, and stuck them on. And also did a lower thin stripe, which this will be black for the what do you call it, the threshold plate. That is going to be black. And finally, along the lower doors, you can see these little steps. Those are also made, as you can see, from fucking fruit snack box. Yes, there's a fucking fruit snack box that those sons of bitches are made out of. And all together in this deck house, I probably have close to 4.5, 5 hours worth of work, because I wasn't just using my blueprint, my drawing of Hercules to build it. I was also looking at stills and pictures of his model online, and you can go to the fucking TUGS fan site. That is absolutely the fucking best place to go for pictures of any of the TUGS characters. They got tons of shit, and they got a lot of great pictures of Hercules, which I've been using to... Oh, that's another thing, the 2 supports. Those are made from normal corrugated cardboard. I fucking folded over, compacted them, glued the sons of bitches on. Really gives that... It really looks fucking sturdy, and it is. Son of a bitch is sturdy as like a fucking rock. You're not gonna be able to tear it up. Just like the inside of Hercules' hull. This motherfucker is sturdy as a damn rock. And see there, and there we go, guys. There's what his superstructure looks like sitting on top of the hull. Because it would sit roughly, because you can see the outline where I drew it, right where it should be sitting. So, because there's equal distance per each side. And the thing is, Hercules, even though he's a big boy, he's a big guy, he's not wide. He's actually kind of narrow, which ocean-going tugs, a lot of times, they were narrow. So, and there you have it, guys. That is the main superstructure deck for Hercules. And if you guys have any questions or comments, fucking leave them in the comment section below, and I'll get back with you. And until the next part of Hercules' build, which I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna work on just yet. I could either work on his cab, his head, funnel, or any of his other shit. I don't fucking know. So until the next video, this is Commodore Urban saying have smooth seas and clear skies. happy sailing with all of you, and God bless all of you. Until next time, just fucking be yourselves and just keep sailing. So long. And keep smiling, my dears.